Hello and welcome to Ink Academy number 3. In today's video we're going to be drawing this little church. This is a more difficult lesson than we did previously. We're going to be learning about the angles of the church spire, the main roof. We're going to learn how to draw these lines, 45 degrees, 6 degrees. We're going to have lots of practice during the warm-up. We're also going to learn about composition, which compositions are more interesting. So we're going to plan our little church, put a little bit of planning in to make it nice. We're going to learn about surface areas. What we really want to have is a combination of different sizes, some surface areas being small, medium and large. So we're going to talk about that. This is a warm-up. Normally we start these videos with a little simple warm-up exercise. We're going to plan our composition by thinking about what it would look like from looking down from the top, different ideas. We're going to learn how to extrapolate this down onto our drawing in a very simple way, and then we'll do the main drawing together. Hope you enjoy the video. Please leave your comments, questions, and I'll speak to you later. Okay, so we're going to start today's warm-up by drawing a small little square about this size here, and then beside it we're going to draw a rectangle which is twice the width of this square. Approximately twice the width of that. And then to the side of this we're going to draw a rectangle which is twice the width of this. This is going to wake up your brain. A lot of drawing is comparison with the reference, if you have a reference, which you should definitely be using as often as you can. And also I'm introducing a concept called small, middle and large, because when you're drawing it's actually quite useful to have different sizes of objects in your drawing. So the little church has different surfaces. Like the tall part has a longer surface, the little parts on the roof are little small pieces, and that makes it more interesting. If you make all the shapes the same size, it's not so interesting. So let's move this part now here. Let's redraw that here. So this is now a challenge you have to think about. So we've got two of these. I think that might be too long. And then let's draw this one here. And finish with the square. Remember, let's start with this one here. Just warming up your eyes. Warming up the brain. And try and keep everything nice and horizontal. Okay. Okay, next up we're going to do diagonal lines. So the church roof actually has two different types of diagonal lines. There's one which is at 45 degrees. And then there's a more sharper one which is about, let's say something like this, about 60 degrees approximately. Okay, so you get a little variation. So we need to get good at drawing these 45 degree lines. Okay, so what we're going to do is draw 45 degree lines, and this is warming up your wrist. So you can go over it again Get the feel for that 45 degrees. Make sure they're all nice and running parallel to each other. And you also have 45-degree lines coming down on the other side of the church. Now the little roof parts on the steeple of the church are much more violently coming down. These are 60-degree lines. Let's do some of that. This is warming up your wrist, getting your hand comfortable with holding the pen. And let's do the symmetrical equivalent of that. Okay, so we're ready to draw the roof of the church. So now the eyes are warmed up, your brain is awake, and your wrist should be nice and smooth and feel free. Okay, now with our diagonal lines. Now we're going to talk about composition. So we want to place our church in an interesting way. We want to draw it in an interesting way. So the first thing we want to do is really think about the shapes of the church looking down from the top. Okay, so let's do a couple of compositions. So let's try a basic one first. We've got a rectangle here for the main body of the church. I'm just building this with little ghost lines. We spoke about that in the previous videos. Let's do a line right down from the middle here. This is the roof, the pointed roof. Let's place the spire. Let's take the middle part of this and the middle part of this and draw a square. We drew a lot of squares in video number 1. There's going to be a point, so let's place that point right in the middle here. And let's draw these lines. You would have the tiles on the church like this. So that's one composition we can have. Let's try another one. Let's create a long rectangle shape like this. Let's put the roof in the middle like that, where it peaks. And let's put the spire in the middle, a little square like this. And we'd have our tiles. So this gets 2 compositional ideas. Now we won't really know what that looks like until we start drawing it. So we're going to be looking from this angle, okay, to the church. So we're going to draw a line like this. This is what we're going to do in the next step. We're going to draw a line like this, and we're going to pull these lines down like this. All the key points. This is a key important part. This is actually a key important part. And this one too. We're going to build roughly what this would look like. Okay, so this is the spire. Spire. Let's put the spire point here. Let's do our 60-degree line. And our 45-degree line will be coming up here, and so forth. Hopefully you get the idea. So I know that this part, we're just going to see a little part of the other side, which makes it interesting. that straight down. This part here begins rising up from here at a 45-degree angle. Where it reaches the top is actually hidden away. And then we've got this you could put a door. So we roughly know what that's going to look like when it's done. So let's move to the next step. Let's choose this design and we'll do some rendering in shadow. Okay, so let's move to the final piece. I'll go over the main compositional shape again. I'll just do this nice and slowly so I'm not leaving any of you behind. So we're doing this rectangle. This is the main body of the little church. I've got this line coming down the middle. That's the piece where the two parts of the roof are going to. We're going to put a little square for the spire here. A little dot in the middle. And join all those corners together like that. Okay, so that's going to be our shape. Now I want to make this interesting. So I want to be able to see this corner of the church. So I'm going to make sure that I can see that. So I'm going to draw my line like this. Feather the edges. Okay, this is the foreground coming forward. Now don't use a ruler for this, just do it with your eye. Okay, so with the very edge of the church, this is a 90-degree angle now. We've got this. It's approximately here. This is a key point here. So it's coming here. Just some guidelines for you. This is a very important point too. Just grab hold of all these important points. This one here. Hopefully this is making sense to you. Move that one over very slightly, just so I can see that little edge. Okay, so now we can start drawing very roughly, very faint lines, ghost lines. Let's put this side of the church here. So this part is rising up and it's going to come here. We're going to, it's already decided from previous that we're going to do this at 45 degrees. Let's just overhang that very slightly, make it interesting. Okay, now let's put the spire in. So I want the spire to roughly go to about here. So it's a very simple perspective, straight on. And let's put the center of the spire. The center is going to be in the middle of these 2 points. Let's do a 30-degree. Nice faint lines for now, don't do the thick lines yet. Now join this line all the way up to the top. You could put a little crucifix here. And we know this point, this is a key point, this is where the roof raises up. It's going to go at 45 degrees. And we can't see when that gets to the top because it's hidden by the spire. So this should not touch this. So bring this over horizontally. And now we have this side of our church. So let's assume that the light is coming from here, okay? So I'm going to add some shadow. Let's begin going over our little ghost lines. Now this point here is going to join the middle. Hopefully you're able to follow what I'm doing here. Okay, so let's start rendering. So let's get the doorway in. So the doorway is going to be something like this. do something like this, and let's imagine there's steps going up here and a little window so you can look out when you walked up the steps, another set of steps, and you can look out the window. Keep your window nice and simple, and you can maybe add another one here and here. So to put the windows on the side, let's put 3 windows. Let's start with, make it easy for yourself, let's put one in the middle. And then in the middle of this, so it's easy to locate. And because the light's coming down here, this side is going to be quite dark. So all the darkest parts are going to be under here, and certainly under here too, and under here. Let's start putting some tiles. Don't draw every tile. Let's put a little spike here for interest. And this part here is going to be quite dark. Just using some cross hatching. Okay, and this part here will be in shadow. Let's put this line a bit thicker. There'll be some shadow under here too, because the sun can't hit that part there. Now, let's make the ground where it's touching a little bit darker. Like so. Okay, let's make the windows darker. Building up the layers. We know that's going to be super dark. It's getting no sun at all. And this side here is really quite dark. Under here too is quite dark. All of this side too. And underneath here. Let's just do some very light shading on this side. Let's just make a hint that there's some tiles here. Let's make the roof a little bit darker. And because the light's coming down from here, there's probably going to be some type of shadow. You can just approximate what that could be. Let's make this now darker again. Just building it in layers. I'm going to have to emphasize the windows again. Same with these ones. Let's add some horizontal lines because maybe it's made of wood, this little church. And then you could add some little bushes. Maybe some little fences. Okay, so hopefully you've understood that approach. Let me know in the comments if that was helpful, and I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.